Just missed the cavalcade there. Sorry guys, it's a little loud. And it's a little crowded today too. But just wanted to say hi to you guys. If you're watching this back, whew, that's bright. Just a couple of announcements. Let me get off Main Street first and I'll do the announcements. Just to get an idea of how crowded it is. Bam. Hey Sean, how are you, buddy? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Merry Christmas to you too. Chico, Merry Christmas, buddy. And forgive me, sometimes I forget faces to usernames. Gillian111, remind me your name, buddy. Thank you so much for being a member for so long. I'm always seeing your comments and stuff. Charles, Merry Christmas, pal. So, let me get off Main Street here. Rory, that's right, buddy. Merry Christmas, Rory. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. We're live at Disneyland right now. I just wanted to chat with you guys for a little bit. Some exciting announcements and all that good stuff. And, yeah, just see what you guys are up to. Hang out for a little bit. But I'll go ahead and knock some announcements out real quick. Deuce Gala just put out 2 more products this month. The Sus, which is the 8-card brainwave using the Among Us cards. So it's a whole Among Us themed variant on the 8-card brainwave with a modified handling and everything. That just dropped at deucegala.com, as well as the Poke Wild, which is the Pokemon Wild Card by Michael Blomeke. It's the same thing as Walk Around Wild Card, only using the Pokemon card sets. We did both the Charizard set and the Pikachu set. So you have your choice of which set you want to use. All the gaff cards and everything are all there, ready to go. And also comes with the instructions that lay out the specific Pokemon version of the wildcard routine. It lays out the, what do you call it? The routine, the scripting for that. Let's go sit over here on the corner where we can kind of be quiet and hopefully not get run over. Here we go. All right, there we go. That's a little bit more quiet, right? It's a little bit better. Got my caramel macchiato. We're ready to rock and roll. Ooh, they did that really good. It's really sweet. So, yes. All right. We're away from the crowds for a minute. I would go sneak backstage and chat with you guys, but I'm actually not allowed to be on my phone backstage. So, yeah. So, Sus and Poke Wild. Those 2 things just went live at deucegala.com. If you haven't already seen those or checked those out, please do so sooner than later, because we only did a limited run of those. We didn't do a full continuous set. We only ordered 24 of the Pikachu sets, 24 of the Charizard sets, and 100 sets of the Among Us. If Among Us ends up being a really good seller, we'll probably bring it back again. But for the Pokemon sets, this is probably going to be it. And the reason that we did it, to be honest with you guys, is just because a lot of people kept asking us to do them. We didn't want to do them. It's expensive. Costs us a lot of money to produce these sets because we're using real Pokemon cards. And it's a lot of work for Michael Blomeke because he has to split and glue and build the gaffs for all of the cards. So, yeah, so that's where we are with that. What am I up to? I'm also putting out a product at O'BrienMagic.com, so self-publishing this one. This is going to be my effect using Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so you guys should check that out too. It's called It's Time to Duel. That will be going live sometime early next year. I'm hoping by February. As long as everything is all ironed out, all the details and everything, by February, that'll be going live. But yeah, so check those things out. O'BrienMagic.com. Online store is up and running with a bunch of stuff. A couple of new ones coming to you guys. But Hungry and Hungover says he's stuck in a blizzard. I'm so sorry, buddy. Who else is in here? Sound off if you're in here. Say hello. Ooh, that's so good. And I'm not even really a Starbucks guy. But I got some RNS Yu-Gi-Oh cards I've been working on. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I'd love to hear that. Is there a reason you're releasing Duel on your own instead of with Do Scala? Honestly, Do Scala's got a lot going on right now project-wise. And I'm trying to do a lot myself too. But you guys keep in mind, everything that Do Scala is doing, all of that money stays in Do Scala. So that money is getting reinvested back into Do Scala to scale it up. And there are going to be some projects I'm going to release independently on my own for the greediest reason, which is I want to get directly paid for those so that I can continue to pay the bills. Not that Do Scala doesn't pay me, but a lot of the profits, a heavy portion of the profits go back into Do Scala because you have to do that. You have to scale up the business. Otherwise, Do Scala would not be profitable. So that's the financial reason. And then the other reason is just because there's a lot going on with Do Scala right now. Early next year, we're going to have 2 more effects coming out. I'm not going to name those just yet because we're not sure exactly which 2 are going to release in what order. But 2 more effects early next year in Do Scala are going to be going live as well. On top of that, Do Scala's got the mini magazine going on, which comes out every month. Last issue, we had Mario Marchesi, the Maker Magician. You guys know him as the Maker Magician. We interviewed him. The issue before that, we had Jeff McBride on there. We did an interview with him. So we have that going on. We have the monthly Magic Hangouts at the Do Scala Facebook group going on. We just got a lot of stuff going on at Do Scala. So, and on top of that, Buck doesn't just do Scala. He is also doesn't do. He doesn't just do Scala, but he's a professional videographer, so he has his own stuff to do too on top of that. So this just gives me an opportunity to release 1 or 2 things on my own independently, to be able to recover financially, and just honestly have time, just because we don't have time to do the Do Scala. That's a great question though. See the lead, the Odd Family. Hello and Merry Christmas. How are you, my friend? What is your given name? Just so I see who we're talking to here. And Seth, I'd love to see what you're doing with those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because just to give you guys a little bit more information, right now, the way that the set is going to be released is you can either just purchase the download tutorial, which mob members will also have access to. This is going to also be posted on the mob. For those of you who don't know what the mob is, that is my membership program on the YouTube channel. So if you join the $5 a month tier, you'll automatically get access to this as well. But it's going to be a digital tutorial that you can download and use your own Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Charles, okay, cool. This is Charles. Good to see you, Charles. Thanks so much, buddy. It's going to be a digital tutorial. You can use your own Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Or you could buy one of the sets, either the starter set, if you have no Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that's the set you're going to want, is the starter set. Or the booster set. The booster set only comes with 12 cards, and it's the specific ones you need to do the tricks. And then you would supply the rest of the cards. So the starter set, it comes with all the cards that you need to make a full deck. The booster set just comes with the very specific cards that you need. Bye, buddy. I'll see you later. Okay, Rory? And the Pro set, this is the Big Daddy set, right? The Pro set not only comes with the cards, but you also get the play mat, the deck box, the dice, all of that stuff. And the main tutorial portion is going to feature 6 routines, and they're all full routines. And then the bonus section, as of now, depending on whether or not I cut or add anything to it, right now has almost 10 routines. I want to say it's 8 or 9. I have to go through and count again. 8 or 9 routines just in the bonus ideas section. Now the bonus ideas section, the stuff in there are still going to be good magic effects. A lot of it is bonus because either the cards would cost me too much to source and therefore I would have to pass that cost on to you guys. This would be like a $500 product, right? So for example, one of the routines uses the 5 pieces of Exodia, and one play set of that is like $100. So just those 5 cards would cost $100, and that's going to cost me $100. Obviously, I have to bump it up a little bit so I can make it worth my while to even put those in there. So it just isn't worth it for me to, what do you call it? It just isn't worth it to me to have certain ideas taught in there. So they went in the bonus section. So if you already have these cards or you want to find them yourself, or if you want to buy these cards separately on the side from my website, then you can do that. Sorry, Xavier, I know you're sounding off in here, buddy. Let me say hi real quick. Family is well. Imagination is on sale. Yes, it is. The digital PDF is on sale for half off right now if you guys want to pick that up. Sources from TG, aren't there cards? No proxies. I mean, I guess you could do that if you wanted to. For those of you not hip to the lingo, a proxy is like a fake card or a stand-in card. You could print it off the internet or whatever. I mean, you could do that, but it just looks bad. If they're real Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it's going to look nice. If you're using proxies, unless you use like a really nice proxy, it just doesn't look the best. But yeah, so ideas like that go in the bonus section. Or maybe a really cool trick that I can't teach the method for, like Toxic, for example, was one of the ideas. The Toxic Force, right? Where you give someone a calculator, they plug in a bunch of numbers, they hit equals, and then it equals a random number, and then that number is a prediction. Well, there's a Toxic Force and a wristwatch force that are both included in there using a specific card from the show. Excuse me. And it's a really cool trick, but I can't teach the method because you need to purchase someone else's method to do it. But I put it in the bonus section anyway so that I could at least tell you guys what the trick is supposed to look like, what it does look like when it's in performance, and where you can go learn it so that you can learn the methods so that you're going to be able to do it. So stuff like that too. So that's just a little bit more about the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. If you guys want to go check it out right now for more information, you are welcome to. Just go to o'brienmagic.com, go to my magic shop on my website, and you'll see it right there. It's Time to Duel is the name of the project. You guys can check it out. There's a little teaser video there, nothing too informative, but yeah, so you guys can go check that out. It's crazy how good counterfeit proxy cards are getting nowadays. Take a proxy, color change it to a real card. Spectators are astonished. Don't use proxies if they aren't you good. No, the nice thing about the way that I have, without tipping my hat too much, because I want you guys to obviously look at the project. I don't want to tell you all of it now on the stream. But there's no fake cards being used. You can use all real cards, but I'm teaching you guys how to gaff cards in a way that's super easy. So you don't have to split cards. You don't have to glue anything. You don't have to cut anything, but you guys can still gaff cards and do classic card magic with gaff cards, but using the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just because of the way that everything is all set up. It just makes it really easy for you guys. And plus the story is there and ready to go too. So I'll let you guys know what one of the routines is. This is the cover routine, okay? It's called It's Time to Duel is the name of the routine. That's, of course, the name of the project. But the way that the routine goes... Hey, Todd. The name that the routine goes is you play a game of Yu-Gi-Oh with them, and as you're playing the game, you're telling them what cards they're playing down and which cards are in their hand and stuff. So it's sort of a mind-reading routine. But it's fun because they're actually playing the game. Like at one point, they'll play a spell card, and based on that spell card... Xavier says, hi, Todd. Based on that spell card, they do whatever the card says. So if the card says to draw 2 cards, then they draw 2 cards, right? And you're going through the whole routine, and as they're playing the game, you're telling them what cards they're drawing without looking at them and all this stuff. It's really cool. And then one of the bonus ideas is while you're playing the game and they do a bunch of stuff, you basically drop the 5 Exodia pieces, and you're like, Doesn't matter because I win. Ha ha ha, right? Of course, storytelling is a little bit more involved than that, but that's the gist of it. So that's just a couple of things that's going on in my life right now. What's going on with you guys? Let me know. Let's see who else is in here. So Todd just came in. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Rory pieced out. A couple of other people are in here. Charles, I think, is still in here. Sean. Other Charles. Hungry and Hungover. Remind me who this is. What's your name, buddy? Yeah, so not a whole lot going on with me. I'm just here chilling today. The park is a little bit busy. It's actually not terrible for the fact that it's Christmas Eve, though, so that's good. It's not too bad. I'm going to guess there's probably like maybe 50,000 people here in the park today, which, believe it or not, is not a lot. No Peggy cameo? Oh, I don't know. She might be over there. I'm near that area. It was in Frontierland. She was working the Riverbell Terrace, I think. I almost forgot who you were talking about. For those of you who don't know who Peggy is, she is one of the servers working at the restaurant right here in Frontierland. And she was very sweet, and she was in the video. She was, I think it was the socks review. She was part of it. But yeah, I'm going to hang out with you guys for a few more minutes. There's 7 of you guys watching in here. I'd love to chat with you if you guys want to ask me any questions or just say hi or whatever. It always feels so awkward when I'm just talking and like no one is saying anything. Top 10 imagination effects. That's right, she did drop some bars. I forgot about that. Curious to know what your guys' top 10 imagination routines are. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, the Imagination Project is the book series that I put out. There's 3 volumes so far, maybe a 4th volume. I haven't decided if I want to let the Imagination Project just be a trilogy and just start other projects, or if I wanted to just keep doing volumes of this. I don't know yet, but each book has over 30 routines in it. So I think there's 31 in volume 1. I think there's like 46 in volume 2 and like 42 or 43, I think, in volume 3, something like that. I have not watched Violent Night yet. People keep telling me about it. No spoilers, please. I haven't watched it. I mean, obviously, Santa like kills a bunch of people, so I know that, but Sean has a feeling Santa might be bringing the Imagination Project. Hey, Chico. Are you working the Magic Shop? Yes, I'm on lunch right now. I'm at the Magic Shop. Well, I'm not physically at the Magic Shop, but I am hanging out in Frontierland right now. I'm on my lunch. I will be going back to the Magic Shop in about 10 minutes to go back to work. Art of Astonishment, Michael Bryan edition. Yeah, so when I wrote the Imagination Project, my goal was to, A, write a book that people could understand, people that are not good at learning from books. So I wrote out like the whole routine, the way I would learn the routine, so that way you're learning along with me how to do the moves and all of that stuff, right? But I also wanted to add notes. So there's like little lecture notes in there in between each effect. So you read the performance of it so you can visualize it in your mind. And then you learn the routine. That's the second part. You learn the actual method. And then the third part is that there's like a little blurb at the end that talks about the trick. When we go to Carl's Jr., yeah, there are reset effects. Oh, there's a reset effect in the other one too? Yeah, what was it? I was working at Walmart. I think that's when I went to like Carl's Jr. and then I went to Burger King a couple times. Footnotes, is that what it's called?
I know, isn't that awful?
Yeah, it says like notes from the author, and then there's like a little paragraph or two. Sometimes it'll have bonus ideas. Sometimes it'll have nuggets of wisdom. Other times it'll just have cool facts like, hey, did you know? And then I go on and talk about the trick or whatever. My top 10 favorite pieces of magic, though, in the Imagination Project, and these are not in any particular order. Tour de Force. Pokemon Wild Card, Michael Blomeke. Strolling Chop Cup. Have you seen my purse? What else? A Lesson in Misdirection. What else is even in my books? Manga Book Test. That's 6. What else is in there? Drawing a Blank is a really good blank deck routine. Chicago Closer. Not Chicago Opener, but Chicago Closer. And 2 more. I'm going through a mental list in my head right now of the tricks. 2 to Transpose, a lot of fun. I do that a lot. And Pokemon Card to Pocket. Those are probably my favorite 10. Unless I'm forgetting any. Those are like my favorite 10 probably out of there. I don't use the custom card for Tour de Force anymore. I used to use it when I had trouble getting into the break. If you know, you know, right? But now I've gotten good enough at it that I can kind of just feel 2 cards. It's like when you're doing a strike double lift, you know, you can just kind of feel that there's 2 cards. Or you're doing a pinky count, you don't have to count them, you just automatically get to 2 cards. It's kind of like that. Yeah, the Penguin Lecture, I tweaked it a little bit so that you didn't have to use the gaff card. I teach the version without the gaff card in the actual tutorial too. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tour de Force, Mob Squad. Join the mob on YouTube. Join my membership. Click join. It's $5 a month. That one project on its own is 50 minutes. It's like 48 minutes or something like that. And then there's over 50 other projects on there too. Oh, Dan Harlan with the Guinea pour. Yeah, he showed me how to pour the Guinness. That was fun. Do I get a kickback from the Netrix? You guys are asking all the behind-the-scenes questions today. Yes, I have what's called an affiliate link. So if you guys sign up using my link, I get 50% of what you pay to be on the Netrix. So if you were to just sign up, like just go to the website right now and sign up, I don't get anything for that. But if you guys were to go to my website and click the link on my website and sign up, that's my affiliate link. I get 50% of the commission on that. Favorite Christmas movies? I like the really bad ones, like Jingle All the Way. That's one of my favorite ones. It's terrible. It's probably one of the worst films ever made, but that's one of my favorite ones. Home Alone is a classic. I also liked Elf. The Grinch, the original one. Die Hard, I have not seen yet, believe it or not. And I like Bruce Willis. I'm a fan of pretty much anything he's in, so I'm surprised I haven't seen that yet. I need to watch that. What else? I don't know. What are your guys' top? Give me your top 5. Top 5 favorite Christmas movies. You guys want to go for a walk? Because I got to get back in like 5 minutes. We'll walk over to the shop and then I'll let you guys go. It's going to probably get loud again. Ugh. There we go. Give my left arm a break. But we'll go. You guys want to go the long way, the scenic route, or do you want to just go through Main Street? Can you talk about when you met Danny Sylvester? Michael Bryan teaming with Dan Sylvester. Sylvester the Jester. No, Peggy's the other way. I have to go back. Sylvester the Jester, I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, right? I didn't put out a project with them or anything. I'm not sure what what that is, unless you're saying I should do a project with him. Dan Sylvester, from what I understand, is retired. He's not doing magic anymore. For reasons I won't disclose on here. But yeah, I met him at the Magic Castle a long time ago. Sat down and chit-chatted with him a little bit. Super nice guy. The Sylvester pitch is a move that he created that a lot of magicians know. I cannot do it. He does it insanely well. For those of you who don't know, it's a never-ending coin production. So you produce a coin, put it in your pocket, then produce another one, put it in your pocket, produce another one, put it in your pocket. And then he starts doing it with multiple coins. So he'll produce handfuls of coins. He'll produce like 5 or 6 coins, put those 5 or 6 coins in his pocket. And then produce 5 or 6 coins, put those 5 or 6 coins in his pocket all at once, right? Insane move. If you haven't learned it, it's called the Sylvester pitch. And it's a false transfer move that is just insanely visual. You can see the coins going into the hand and going into your pocket, and then you just produce more. So it's really cool. Mickey's Christmas Carol, Muppets Christmas Carol, and Charlie Brown's Christmas. Oh yeah, Charlie Brown. You cannot go wrong with Charlie Brown. Did he give you advice? Yeah, I can kind of. Sorry, let me see. The thing is going by. Yeah, I can kind of. Yeah, I can kind of do it. Nowhere as good as Dan, but it's good. Any coin worker should. Yeah, you should check it out. Yeah, no, he didn't give me any advice per se, but then again, I didn't really ask for advice. It was just a very casual sitting down at the bar and, oh, hey, you're Sylvester the Jester. I saw your act in the close-up. I've seen videos of you on the internet. If you could find him, his nickname is the human cartoon or something like that. Basically, his whole character is he's a cartoon character. And he does a lot of stuff that cartoon characters would do, but he does it in real life. So like stepping on something, stomping his toe, and then his big toe is like all like swollen, and then drinking coffee that's too hot, steam comes out his ears, and doing the bit where like he sees the girl, and like, you know how like in the cartoons when you see the girl, like your eyes like bulge out of your head or whatever, like that kind of stuff. Like, he did a lot of that stuff in his act. It was pretty cool. So, Sylvester the Jester, if you haven't seen his stuff, check it out. Really good. Sylvester pitch. What's Mike going to demo at the magic shop? I'm going to do some UFO cards, some Svengali deck. I'm going to do some spirit lights. I'm going to do some Bytecoin, not to be confused with Bitcoin. What else am I going to do? Probably some socks. Some, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. Whatever they want to see. So there's the magic shop. I'm going to go swing around the corner to use the restroom, and then I'm going to go back to work. So it was a pleasure to see you guys. You guys want to see a big ass Christmas tree? Check out how big this tree is. Huge. All right. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Take care. Peace.